Mr. Wang, can you elaborate on the new digital trends and their applications? I'm talking about the trends we are now seeing in the Web 3.0, Metaverse, etc.
Yeah, I think that they have the very important technology will help the people to enhance their life in next 5 years. The first, of course, is Web 3.0, and blockchain actually already in this industry. They can apply to many different industries to get a benefit to enhance the productivity and efficiency. And the other one thing is the metaverse, because so many companies start to think about how to build their business in metaverse. Is the visualize the new digital world. You can do everything. So that's why people think about us is a good idea and try to transform their current business to metaverse. Think about it. After pandemic, most of the people work from home, right? So if you can build a metaverse and allow the people to work from metaverse, that's fantastic. And through the online-offline integration, so the people, for example, they have a travel plan. They want to come to the Dubai, so they are thinking about what is the look like of the Dubai airport. They have never been here, so before they just check the photo. But if you can build a Dubai airport in metaverse, so you can find exactly the environment of the Dubai airport. You can pre-book all of the service in airport. So you can get an exactly idea even you haven't been here. Right? So that is the power of the metaverse. You can combine online and offline together. You can combine future and now together. So after 1 week, you come to the Dubai airport, you say, oh, wow, it's the same. Of course, because we can build a metaverse almost the same as currently the physical world. And for real estate, this also can apply to the real estate new business model. Real estate, people pay the money to buy the new house. They need to wait like 1 year or 2 years, then hand over to you, right? So before they hand over, you have no idea what exactly that building will look like. You have no idea. They give you the photo, they give you a promise, but they cannot give you 100% promise. But if you can build that new building in metaverse, everybody can check, because you can check the house inside, you can check the building outside, the environment, the road, everything. Then you can sign a smart contract. So in case the real estate, the service provider cannot keep their promise as they show it in metaverse, then we can ask other people to meet that requirement, to fix that gap. So that is the power of a smart contract. In blockchain, everybody know you have to deliver that promise to your customer. Now you only sign a contract between the buyer and seller, and no one know what is the promise or what is exactly they need to deliver after 2 years. As the buyer, we always worry, can they deliver 100% as their promise? So blockchain and smart contract can help it. And if we tokenize up the cash flow, then more people can invest in real estate in metaverse also. So that you can combine with the coin, metaverse, smart contract together. So that is what we call the tokenization of the cash flow to help growth of the real estate business. And through the smart contract, everybody need to deliver 100%. That is the power of a new technology. Now we have so many arguments happen every day is because I pay for the money, I sign a contract, but you cannot keep your promise, deliver to me. So that is the power of new technology. So we can apply this model to all of the new models.
Yeah, and this actually anticipates a lot my next question, because I'm really grateful that you pointed out these topics. Nowadays, what happens is pretty much that there are privates and then there are institutions that allow us to register contracts after they've been signed so that they can have a legal relevance. And this happens with the trademarks, this happens with the properties of any kind. It happens with the software development services and also for products like SaaS platforms systems or any other kind of software product. How do you see the governments changing to adapt laws in order to support the new technology?
Yeah, I think before company or enterprise to adopt the new technology, they need to think about how they to manage the new technology before they implement it. So that is why the DAO is very important for community. Nowadays, the most like help a manager make a decision, right? Like a CEO make a decision, the whole company to follow that the CEO strategy, correct, right? But who to manage the CEO? How you to make sure this company CEO make the right decision for you? You cannot management, you cannot control it. So that's why the DAO is the new organization management way to let the community to vote and make a decision for themselves, right? Because how you can trust one CEO to make a decision, right decision for you? Impossible. And maybe after 2 years, the CEO quit the job, then how you to ask them to deliver? So that is the DAO is important for the community. When they have the big decision, everybody need to get involved and vote it and write that right into the code. So the machine will follow it by code. It's not by people. Correct, right? So that is the DAO can link with the smart contract and to fuel your demand and ask the seller have to deliver 100% as the promise. So no one can change it because this smart contract is published blockchain. Everybody know it. If you not deliver your promise, then everybody know it. You lose your credit. You cannot hide in anything because everybody know it. So that is the power of the DAO, the community to make the decision, not the one person to make the decision for community.
Yes. So I have questions for you. Would really like to understand what is the demand in the digital transformation age of quality and the high-end digital services and products. Nowadays, especially the IT industry is still affected a lot by a lot of cheap services providers and products that do not have the right look and feel or the right usability, the right user experience. What do you think will happen in the future if this is going to be crucial, and what is the demand of the future in this direction?
Yeah, it's a very good question and also very complex. It's because most of the people treat the software as a tool. They not think the software can help them to change the business model. So that's the difference. If you think the software only a tool, then it's just a tool. But if you think like the software as a service, then the software can help you to find and transforming your business to a new business model. That's the different value. So let's see how to define the success of the digital transformation. What's the step 1, 2, 3, 4? The first, you have to digitalize your customer experience because your customer start to touch you through different omnichannel, through phone, through the voice speaker, through the computer, through their device. So your customer actually will touch you through different kind of the IoT device. Correct, right? So the first thing is you have to digitalize your customer experience. Then step 2 is you have to start to digitalize your products. If not, you cannot engage with the other market player to plug in more different kind of service. So you will be out of the market soon. So step 2 is digitalize your products. Then step 3 is digitalize your operation. Because when you plug in more the marketplace service into your platform, you have to run your platform on the cloud. You have to leverage the AI power to make the machine to run the operation for you, not by people, right? So how come the people can monitor the stock information for their client? Impossible. It's a machine to run the operation for your customer. So digitalize your operation is not just move your server application to the cloud. It's how you to leverage the machine learning to operate your daily operation more efficiency and can easily adapt or expand your current success to other country, other region. So digital operation is very important if you want to have a success for the business. And the last step is more important. Most of the company only focus on digitalize the customer experience. They also know how to digitalize their product, and some only know how to digitalize their operation. But the last part, step 4, is more important. You have to digitalize your organization. If your sales have no idea about a digital sales, how they can do the business for their customer, how they can train the machine to help their daily operation. If their CEO have no vision about a digital transformation, what new business they can try to explore, then why you need to do the digital transformation? You only focus on digitalization. So digital transformation, back to the first question you asked in the beginning, the definition for the digital transformation is focused on the digital inside and digital outside. For digitalization, it's focused on your current business. It is a target for how to set your operation costs to enhance productivity and efficiency through the process optimization, through the machine operation. So that is digitalization. You focus on the cost saving, but transformation is move from A to B. It's try to find a new business model you have never tried before. So through the power of the technology, you can start to increase the digital sales through the omni-channel, use the AI, build on those digital asset service on the top of the blockchain. That is we call the transformation. That is the new revenue. That it will help you to have a competition with the Google, with the Amazon, with the Apple. Because they are doing the same thing if you compare with the bank industry. The Apple have the Apple Pay. The Amazon have the micro-loan. The Google have the Google Wallet, right? So if as a bank, if we focus on the banking industry, if you not do these things, you will out of the market very soon because your competitor is not other peers in banking industry. They are come from the internet. They know how to operate it. They know how to target the potential customer. They know how to talk to the Generation Z, use the NFT, like a Facebook, they have the Instagram start to sell the NFT creation. If you not follow this, if you not have the innovation on this, your generation customer will say bye-bye to you. So software as a service will help you to define a user experience, digitalize your products, digitalize your operation, and digitalize your organization. You have the talent in your organization, really know how to leverage the software or the technology to enhance, even migrate your current business. Otherwise, you focus on software as a tool, then that is the small part. It's only focused on digitalization, not transformation. So most of the people really nothing through about it. So they think about I'm doing digital transformation, but in fact, they just digitalize your process. It's a small part. That is my experience.
Mr. Wang, I don't know if you agree with that, but technology is evolving so fast that now is in the hands of the latest generations. The previous generations are those that are struggling, aligning with this speed. Okay, Mr. Wang, I would like to thank you for joining us, and I would like to leave you with a last question that is a funny question for the format that we are following. Would you like to try to predict something that you are pretty comfortable in stating will happen in the next 5 or 10 years? Like, what is your best prediction you can give us?
Yeah, we have some big things happen within the 5 years. Of course, first is the Metaverse. The Web 3.0, they are based on the cloud, AI, and data-driven operation. Of course, they are linked together because they are run the business on the network. It's not on your server. So you have to start to thinking about a new business model is running on the global network, link with a different IoT, use the AI, machine learning to operate your daily business. That is the new infrastructure for all of the business owner. Before they think about buy the server, put the software and run their business. Now it's different. It's Web 3.0. That's the one thing is Metaverse, the NFT. I think that is one part. The second part is how you to do the e-commerce in Metaverse, linked with online, offline together. Because it's a new digital world, everybody know it, but how to help the physical offline business owner, that is also important. So technology is not just designed for techie. Technology is designed for all the people can then enhance their current business. So offline business, the shop owner, the restaurant owner, how they can get a benefit from the digital world. I think that is more important. So how to do the e-commerce in Metaverse, that is important. The last big thing is Uber air mobility. Congestion issue happen in all of the Uber cities. Most of the people have a car, then everybody suffering for the traffic, right? For the peak time. Sometimes you still want to enjoy your weekend, so you drive your car out, but everybody suffer for the traffic. So how can have your car in the air? Because Uber City build more and more the skyscraper, the high building. How can you leverage the Uber air mobility to have a car in the air? I think we saw that in a movie, but now we need to think about how to realize it. Because that's very important. We live in a world. We want to have more efficiency, especially on the transportation industry. So of course, we can talk about IoT, the automation. I think that's also, we call a building block of the future technology. Like IoT, like AI, like data-driven, like cloud operation. They are all important, but they are infrastructure to support the new innovation. So let's focus on the new innovation, Metaverse, especially for e-commerce in Metaverse, the digital assets, so we call the crypto neobank, and urban air mobility. I think that is a very important top things will happen within the 5 years.
Fantastic. Let's hope that Last in the Ram is going to be part of this prediction, because your second point was how it's going to be the e-commerce of the future. And I don't know if you are aware, but we are the creators of Vitrina Live. That is one of the most important competitors of Shopify. And this is an e-commerce builder that has been completely developed into the NFT and the Metaverse world. So finger crossed that we will be part of this digital transformation and potentially helping to drive it successfully. So, Mr. Wang, extremely grateful that you could take the time to join us together. It was a wonderful conversation, and I look forward to have the chance to talk with you again. So thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Digital Transformation Podcast. We hope you found it valuable. Do act on the information and take relevant business decisions to grow. We will see you in the next episode.